Q&A. What did I eat when I was pregnant? This is probably one of the biggest questions I get over all these years. People asking, wondering what I ate, what did I take supplements, what did I do when I was pregnant with both of my children? They're 19 and 21 now. So it was a while ago, and I will try to remember as best I can. There were definitely some things that I remember more than others. Okay, so no, we were not eating just ribeye. At that point, we didn't know about ribeye and to eat just that. Joe was experimenting making pemmican when I was pregnant with Charlie, which was my first. So we weren't exclusively eating that either. We were still getting some meats from local farmers and testing out different cuts and occasionally organs, not a whole lot, but some. And so with Charlie, I did have some morning sickness. I didn't feel really all that great in the very beginning. It wasn't horrible. I got sick once and I threw in garlic. Don't ask me why. I think it just sounded kind of good with shrimp from Red Lobster. And so I ate that and I thought, oh, whoa, not feeling so good. And I did get sick at that point. But that was it as far as morning sickness and throwing up. The other thing I remember with Charlie is that I had that, what I talked about in another video, like a sardine fast with, I don't want to say sardine fast. I ate sardines and soft boiled egg yolks when I had a slight beef aversion. And that was the time when I had the last test I ever had with any doctor, and that was a blood test just to see what my levels were. And at that point, I had been eating an all-meat diet for years, since about 1998 with tests thrown in, okay? So it wasn't pure. We never knew that there would be any line drawn or day documented, or we were trying to figure stuff out. I was trying to survive, and the only way we know what we know is from trying stuff. So we'd learn something, and then later down the road, we may even try it again, even if it was a fail. Anyways, so what exactly did I eat? I'm not sure, but it would have been like, I know that I had grass-fed from a lot of farmers in the area, grass-finished, pork, beef, some free-range eggs, those types of things when I was pregnant, especially with Charlie. With George, which was 2 years later, I had no morning sickness that I remember. I fell off my skateboard, so my balance was a little off before I realized I was pregnant. So that was about the only odd thing or different thing for me with George. I do remember trying more in the way of raw organ meat and raw dairy when I was pregnant with him. Oh, and raw oysters. And I know that stuff is suggested for pregnant women not to eat, but we didn't follow rules anyways. I also did have raw salmon and sashimi, really good stuff. And I had, I think it was quail eggs too. Okay, so that's what was kind of different eating wise with George. But I stopped the raw organ, raw oysters, raw dairy when I started to bleed a little bit. This would have been toward the end of my pregnancy. And I don't know if that's what did it, but I immediately stopped eating those and I just ate muscle meat and it went away. It wasn't much, but it went away. And again, I can't say that that's what did it, but I was just glad that the bleeding stopped. It was barely, and it wasn't long. I freaked out and I thought, okay, no, I'm not gonna experiment anymore. I'm gonna go back to muscle meat, and so I did. So that's what I ate with both of my pregnancies. I would have drank water. We experimented with a lot of waters. At the one point, we got fresh spring water from down here in Florida where we were renting. let's see, with Charlie, I think maybe we were even just using Brita filtered water, tap water filtered. So again, with water, that was a huge discovery of what was best for us. And we couldn't even figure that out until I got the meat more correct. It was a long, long process of figuring out stuff. Okay, it just was. So I hope that answers you guys' questions. Oh, and when I was nursing, I nursed all the way through Charlie being born till getting pregnant with George, and then I went to, half a year continuing to nurse Charlie after I'd given birth to George. So Charlie I nursed for about 2.5 years. George was born 2 years after Charlie. So about 4 or 5, 6 months, I can't even remember exactly. It was more like 5, 6 months. I was nursing both of them at the same time. So yes, I ate more. I did. I ate more when I was pregnant. I ate more when I was nursing. And then when I was double nursing, yes, I did. I ate a lot. So I just followed my instinct. That's all I did. So yes, I think that covers it all. Once I stopped nursing completely, which I never thought I would be done, but you know how that is. I enjoyed it. It was wonderful for 4.5 years straight. When that was over, then yes, my body then decided it didn't need as much food. And so I then went back to more of what I'm eating now. And it really hasn't changed that much. So, okay, hopefully this video didn't bore the heck out of you. And if you have anything that I forgot to answer, just let me know, okay?